Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for channeled messages from your person. So we're going to have a look and see what channeled messages come through, what information we have for the reading. Alright, so we have three wonderful groups with piles, well, the cards are piles, but on top of the piles you got the sage. I was going to say piles of sage, but that doesn't really make any sense. So we got group number one here with this beautiful sage, and this is the Rider-Waite deck, by the way, just thought I'd mention that as well. And if anyone would like to buy this handmade put together sage, you can find it on my Etsy store. The link is in the description box below. So yes, I have put it all together, and they're dried flowers. They smell amazing, but also it's natural, natural sage and dried flowers. And you can burn it to cleanse and purify your space, energy, if you're dealing with blockages in love, money, just in general, just feeling very overwhelmed. Sage is great. So yeah, group one here, group two with this absolutely stunning deck as well. This is the Lunaris Tarot. So, and then we got group three here as well, this absolutely stunning pink and lavender sage. So whichever one you're most drawn to, take your pick. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Also in the description box below is information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway as well, which I do every single month. So if you would like to purchase a private reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do the readings and they are done within 24 to 48 hours. And then also there is the free reading giveaway, which has a whole way to sort of enter for it. And then also there's my Etsy store, which has handmade intention manifesting items. You've got sage on there, handmade bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards, which you can put under your pillow, your wallet, or your purse. Check out the review section to see how other people have seen results of these items. There's also face masks, crystals, divination coins, charms, pendulums, gloss spells, etc. From me to you, link is down below, and everything is meditated with and saged. So yeah, that is what we got. So let's move on to group one first. Oh my god, these smell so nice. Alright, let's move to group one. I'm going to move this back a little bit. Let's move this to the side. And we will see. Okay, so group number one. Channeled messages from your person. Let's have a look. Let's see what's coming through. So you have chosen this sage bundle. It's got lavender, dried flowers, and of course it is sage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it right here and let's ward away any negativity. If anyone is interested in purchasing the sage, it is available on my Etsy store. It's hand put together, and yeah, that's what we've got there. So what I am going to do is we're going to take these cards and we're going to do your reading for channeled messages from your person. So this is the Rider-Waite deck. So let's have a look and see what we have. Channeled messages from your person. Ooh, they really want to resolve something in regards to communication here. So Justice is about resolving things. Magician energy is about communication. So it's almost like they really want to resolve things in regards to communication, the way in which the two of you speak to one another, especially how they speak to you. They really want to, I think, open up a lot more, allow the energies to become way more balanced, and also to find some kind of common ground. You know, the Justice card here is about resolving things. Magician here is about sort of laying everything out onto the table, seeing what you've got to work with, and ultimately then making decisions, then making conscious choices as well as to how things can really grow, how things can come together, how things can progress. Justice is really about resolving a lot of things, and Justice is also strong Venus energy because Venus rules Libra, and Justice is ruled by Libra. So this is also about really just resolving things in regards to feelings or misunderstandings, miscommunication, right? That's what we've got here with the Magician as well. So I think that's a very powerful energy. Mercury energy is really to do with truthfulness, setting boundaries, willpower, and expression. So it's almost like that area of things they really want to get balanced out with you, and they don't want it to be sort of like this continuous issue, challenge, or problem. They really want to work on things and make things much, much better from what I see here. So I think that's really interesting. And they also know they have the power in their own hands. Like they're not waiting for circumstances or fate to do all the working. They know they have the magic wand in their hand to make things work and to actually take action. And I think that that's really what they want to do. They know that they are the ones that are able to do this, so hence they want to be able to do it, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's what we have there. I'm actually just going to move everything back a little bit because I want to do full-on spread. We'll get charms and letters as well, so we'll definitely have a nice, like, in-depth look. I love these cards. They just shuffle so beautifully. It's just, yeah, I love them. Six of Pentacles, there you go. See, we're connecting very well here. Six of Pentacles is about balance. It's allowing things to be much more mutual, giving back in a very equal way. Six of Pentacles giving you time, energy, effort, clarity, and really allowing everything to be as balanced as possible with the scales again, right? You know who else is ruled by Venus? Taurus. Pentacles are earth energy, right? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So got very strong Venus energy here, okay? Especially with the Justice card as well. And of course, it's Taurus energy that comes through with the Six of Pentacles. So keep in mind that they do have feelings towards you, but they also know that things have to be resolved, worked out, and things have to progress along in a way that feels natural and authentic. And that's something they really want to work towards and make happen, which is definitely something that we do see on the cards. So yeah, I think that's, you know, really important. So let's keep going. Hermit, Virgo energy. Oh, Two of Cups, you've got the Angel of Venus right at the top here as well. Wow, we're really connecting because I did mention like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here as well. And you've got here the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. The Magician actually rules Gemini and Virgo. There you go, right? Virgo is literally ruled by Mercury, which is the Magician's energy with planet, you know, wise. So you've got a lot of correlation here. There are planets, there are signs that are very closely affiliated with this reading. Now, some of you may find that your signs really resonate with the reading already. I will say that Mercury and Venus are very, very powerful. Very, very powerful in regards to this reading. So it's really going to show you as well with the Two of Cups again that they are thinking about things, right? So one of their biggest channeled messages here is I'm thinking about things. I'm trying to understand things. I'm trying to get things together. I'm trying to really, you know, understand the context of everything. I'm not running away from things. I know that we need to work on things, but I want to be able to do that in my own time. I want to be able to figure things out in my own time. I don't want to be rushed necessarily. The Hermit definitely shows them doing a lot of overthinking, and the Two of Cups, they know they need to be so much more mutual, again with the scales that we have here, and also yeah, that equal energy for sure. So they know they need to do a lot more, and they need to be much more considerate as well. Now for some of you, you may be in no contact, not all of you though, but for some of you, you will be in no contact, and so that's them in that isolated energy really coming to conclusions and understanding just what they really need to do in order to come forward and to be much more proactive and productive in the connection, in that sense, to really give you a sense of you feeling like, okay, I know where things are and I know how things are headed, etc. So that is definitely something that we do have right there. So I think it's really worth, you know, for sure worth seeing that. So let's continue on. Okay. Wow, look at that. I really do think that this person loves you. Feelings wise, there is that sense of really just wanting to resolve things, wanting things to come together, wanting things to be harmonious and fulfilled, you know, making that rain into a rainbow and using their energy to bring more growth, which is sort of like the solar energy, which is the sun's energy, right? And so you need sunshine, rain, to essentially make a rainbow. And I think that that's really what they want to do here, is that they want things to progress. Like, they do want things to come together. I don't feel like they're the kind of person that just wants to, like, do whatever and just like randomly have things come together. Like they know the power is in their own hands, and that they've got to put in the work towards the connection as well. Like they are completely aware of that. I don't see them as completely aloof in that sense. I see them as very, very aware, very self-aware. They may even come across sometimes to you like they don't care, or that they are aloof, you know, aloof in the sense of like, oh, I don't know, you know, but actually they do know, you know, they do know. And even if they try and hide or disappear, like in their emotions and their thoughts, they are always thinking, especially with the Hermit. They're like always thinking about things, and that is definitely something we have on the cards right here. They're always thinking, always pondering about things, and genuinely always wondering, which I think is very interesting. Also, you've got the Knight of Swords here. So, you know, Knight of Swords really does show that they know that the power is in their hands. The Knight of Swords is about coming forward, wanting to be honest towards you. The big channeled message here is that, you know, I really love you and I want to be able to work this out. I want to be able to progress more towards you and to create more harmony and balance in this connection. I want things to be mutual. I want to take more action. I want to really progress things with you, and I would really like this to go the distance. The Ten of Wands is interesting, you know, because the Ten of Wands here shows that there could be some burden from the past that really does hinder them sometimes, and this can lead them to feel quite overwhelmed or very intensely overwhelmed from time to time, which can sometimes keep them from coming forward in the way that may feel very natural to them. So at times they might kind of go against their own gut and their own feelings and their own instincts, because essentially they might get really overwhelmed. It could be that they've also been hurt in regards to love in the past, that they have not been treated very well in their childhood, or they've really amassed some kind of childhood trauma, and that really does keep them from coming forward properly. It can also be that, you know, there's just blockages in the sense of them feeling at times like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, and then being quite slow about things and being more so in their head, right? More so in their head in that sense, and that can also slow things down as well. Good thing is at least they're thinking about things, right? They're not like completely running away from all of their thoughts. They are thinking about things, but they do feel burdened and overwhelmed by certain things, not by you, by certain things in their life, but they know they have the power in their hands. I think that's a big awakening. I think that's a big message, is that they know that the power is in their hands. So it's not like it's like gone from their hands or they're making up excuses. They know that that is what it is, that the power is in their hands, and ultimately they have to do something about it. Then you have got here the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is really important because Queen of Swords is about communication, boundaries. Again, it is the Mercury energy. So this again really shows that they want to respect you. They are also trying not to push things too much sometimes because they really want to respect you. They don't just want to like come forward out of the blue sometimes, because they then don't want to create expectations, because they do feel like you may get attached to certain expectations and things, especially if they're not like 100% like always ready for things. They may also feel overwhelmed and not be able to like hold on to those things. So essentially they're also trying to get ready and try to really protect themselves in regards to that. So, you know, the Queen of Swords is definitely a very strong energy in regards to them kind of just really wanting to respect you, especially if they are much more withdrawn, or if you have no contact with them and you feel like there's just too much distance or space between the two of you. They're also being very slow to come forward because they want to respect your energy as well and really come to you when they are 100% sure. Which, trust me, they're getting there, okay? In regards to that energy, they are getting there. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards, and then we will go directly to charms. Okay, so alright, we've got the Queen of Wands are very, very attracted to you, okay? They find you physically very attractive, whether you're male or female, okay? I read energies in tarot, not specifically genders, so do keep that in mind, whatever kind of a relationship you are in with this person or connection you have to this person, whoever this person is to you, basically. They find you very, very attractive. They like your personality. Remember, this is how they see you, not necessarily how you see yourself, so do keep that in mind, because we can always view ourselves very differently to how people do see us, and that's what we have. You know, got this really strong Queen of Wands energy. They really want to respect you from what I see with the Queen of Swords, and also the Queen of Wands here is about having a lot of attraction towards you. Page of Wands, they want to make moves slowly but surely, okay, so that's another channeled message. They don't just want to like run in one particular direction and figure out that, oh my god, I can't handle the situation. That, I think, for them is just too much to handle, too much to deal with. It's just overwhelming city is what that is. And then you've also got here as well, yeah, the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Seven of Swords here is this sort of sabotaging energy. They definitely do feel like they could have done so much more in this connection. They also feel at times that they have sort of like run away sometimes or hid away when it was not necessary to do so. And I think with Justice and the Magician is that they really just know that they have to do the work. Okay, so if you feel like you've always had to do things, I would say stop and think about the fact that actually, you know what, maybe they need to be doing more towards you, because I definitely feel that here as well, is that they need to be doing so much more towards you. And that is a channeled message coming through from them, is that, you know, they know that the power is in their hands, that they need to be the ones to resolve things. So don't feel like it all just rests on your shoulders, because it really doesn't. Seven of Swords, you know, saying one thing, doing another. They are now realizing that they are the ones self-sabotaging their connections. They're the ones realizing that they say one thing and do another, and that it can be so confusing, so upsetting, and so frustrating. Like, they're definitely realizing just how upsetting it can be to say one thing and do another, and to not really keep up with words and kind of do the opposite of what's really being said. You know what I mean? Like, they know that that's not right. They know that they shouldn't be doing that. So that's what we have there. So let's go to the charms. All right, so we'll do charms, letters, and we'll see what's coming through. So let's have a look. Okay, 1 second. Let me just grab everything. Got my little tray here. Let's get the letters. Okay, so this can be initials, can also spell out words. Ooh, okay. Then we go, oh, I see X. Isn't that interesting? Now, this could be to do with like a person from the past that has really just caused a lot of this frustration and overwhelming energy. And for some of you, you may literally know that maybe this person has some kind of connection to their ex in that sense. And they're still learning from like the past, essentially. For some of you, this could be your ex. So there's some kind of connection here, but it's more so to do with them. I wouldn't say it's anything extremely to be worried about. I think it's more so a learning lesson. And then you've got another X here, you've got an L, you've got a U, C, F, got an O, B, V, J, G, and a D. Okay, so that's what we have there. I'm sure some of you will see certain words and it will just make sense. We have got jug as well, which I think is interesting. We've got bug. We have got fog as well, like the fog is lifting for them and they're coming more to their senses. Okay, so you've got here a very dominant set of colours. You've got a lot of green. You've got a lot of yellow with this dummy, okay, yellow. You've also got a lot of blue. 3 colours that really come through. So if we dissect this a little bit, what I did mention, I think I mentioned this, is solar plexus, solar energy, right? That's the sun's energy, sort of feeding life into things. That's something they know they need to do, is to be much more honest up front, that they are the ones that are responsible also for the growth of this connection and how things can progress. They're very responsible for that. The other thing here is the throat chakra energy, which is very dominant with Mercury. Okay, so that's also very powerful here, especially since we had that energy. And this is to do with, again, communication, willpower, truthfulness. Then we also have the green, which is to do with the heart chakra. So they do have love towards you from what I pick up. These little dummies also do show as well that they perhaps have thought about having children with you or sharing. Perhaps this person already has children, sharing their children in like, I know that sounds like a really weird thing to say, but to bring their children around you or to let you be around their children. That's what I mean. Like, I know sharing just sounded like such a strange thing to say, but like actually allowing you to be in their children's life. You know what I mean? But that's something I'm seeing here, so keep that in mind there. So we also have an N. So we've got no, which I think is interesting. We got a K. I don't think the no is in a bad context. You know, it's just that sometimes what can happen is that they are self-sabotaging. So sometimes they might say no when they actually mean, I don't know, right? They can be very upfront and kind of close things off when actually they don't really know. And sometimes they can be like, okay, and sometimes they can say no. And it's like, well, which one is it? You know, like, it can feel very complicated sometimes dealing with this person. So I'm just saying that. But we have got here the butterfly, which shows transformation. So I do feel like things can change here, and they do want things to change. I think that's really important here as a channeled message, is that they want things to change. I'm really picking that up from spirit as well, is that they're showing them transforming, coming out of the cocoon. Which is interesting because that's the sort of hermit energy. You know, hermit is like in a cave, it's dark, they've got the light for sure, but it's not, you know, it's not like the most open energy. So this butterfly is then breaking out. See, we have here the spanner, which is about repairing things, fixing things, right? And that's the first thing we saw with Justice and the Magician, fixing things, resolving things, and coming to terms with essentially allowing things to progress in a much, much stronger way. Then you also have here as well, let's see what this is, a little snowman. So it's building together, right? Building things together, and it's also about enjoyment. We have the flower, which is about growth and nourishment and progression. We've also got the cross here, which represents values and faith, and also following their true values and goals that they have set within themselves, but again, you know, their values. We also have here the moon with the star. All right, so this really represents, again, following their values and following what is truly true to them. I think that's really important for me to mention. We also have here the rackets. So this is about being a team player, being mutual towards you, which we saw with the scales, right, on both of those cards. Let me just see if there's anything else there. No, I could just literally look in the camera because it shows the entire tray. Like, is there anything there? And then you got music here as well, right? So you're like music to their ears, but also this is about them finding perhaps this common ground with you where, you know, certain music really reminds them of you, right? So that's really interesting as well. And it could also be that perhaps they send you certain songs or they connect with certain songs to you and they really want to share them with you. There's definitely that energy coming through here, but certain songs definitely do remind them of you, which I think is also very, very interesting. And that is what we have there. So group number 1, this is your reading, and if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Charms and letters are available on my Etsy store, so is the sage as well. And yeah, everything is in the description box below. You can check out the private paid reading and the free reading giveaway information. And yeah, don't forget to let me know how this resonates. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And take care, everyone. Alright, so let's go now to your next reading. Wow, we've got quite a few letters actually in this reading as well, which I think is very, very interesting. Oh, tell you what, if anyone's still watching, there's 2 things that I picked up, okay, with that K. One was luck, and one was F-U-C-K. Okay, so I'm just saying that. Okay, if you saw those, you know. I just saw them just now as I was taking everything in. Okay, that's interesting because I did say that they're physically attracted to you, and again, luck as well, which I think is really interesting. All right, well, I just spotted that later. Most people probably clicked off, but if you actually did stay, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know if you did, you know, stick around for that like last little bit that I picked up on. Okay, let's take these away. Love this deck so much. First time I'm actually using this particular deck on my channel. It's so, so beautiful. I actually found this on Etsy, so if anyone was interested in this particular deck, it is available on Etsy. I'm not sure what it's called. I think if you type in Rider-Waite, it should come up, but it's such good quality, and it feels so nice to shuffle as well. So it's a winner. It is beautiful. Love this deck. Okay, let's take away the sage. All right, let's go to group number 2. Group number 2. Group number 2. Where are you? Okay, there we are. Okay. All right, group number 2. We have got here channeled messages from your person. Actually, even my nails really match this group because it's really purple, isn't it? So we've got here the sage, which you have chosen, and the cards. Ta-da! This is what the card deck looks like. Let's put the sage right there. Actually, let me just turn it around a little bit. There we go. So the Sage is available on my Etsy store, and if anyone's interested, it will be linked in down below. And then let's get started with this group reading. The lavender is one that sheds a little bit, but not too much. Okay, so channeled messages from your person. Let's have a look. This is the Super Lunaris Tarot. It does make quite a strange sound when you shuffle it, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's have a look here. We have got the High Priestess, we have got the Magician, we've got the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Oh wow, I've got so many cards that came out. We've got the Five of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Empress. We'll shuffle some more cards out as we go along, but I wanted to really start with these ones first. So, first things first, I really do feel that when I'm connecting to their energy, there's this sense of really wanting to progress things, because the Fool leads to the Magician, you've got the Magician leading to the High Priestess. This is the natural order in which the Fool's journey goes in tarot, right? So first card in tarot is the Fool, second card is the Magician, third card is the High Priestess. The fourth card is actually the Empress. There you go. Even though it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, you get my point, right? So that's what I see is there's a natural sense of progression here. They want things to naturally progress. Actually, I'm just going to, I know this is a little bit strange to do, but I'm going to change the order just so that we can really get sort of that vibe there. And also got Pentacles here. So there's a lot of consistency that I'm picking up on. Now, for some of you, the person you are wondering about may not be consistent, but what I see here in terms of the channeled messages is that they want to be more consistent, because the Five of Pentacles shows some of you feel left out, some of you feel abandoned, some of you feel frustrated, annoyed, challenged. You're like, what is going on here? You know, there might be a bit of a disconnect that I do pick up on, but for the most part, they want things to progress. They want things to naturally really get to a point of happiness and bliss and joy. For some of you, this is about having a family together. This is about settling down, commitment, fulfillment, partnership, mutual happiness and joy, and really sharing that with one another. And that is something that I really do pick up on. So that's something that we definitely do see on the cards right there, which I think is just really fascinating in so many ways. So the Fool here is about them really wanting to be more spontaneous, right? More spontaneous in their conversations, but actually to be much more responsive at the same time. The Magician here is them also saying, you know, sometimes I just like need to do what I need to do, and I need to have my own space, I need to have my own time. That is the Fool. You know, the Fool just sets out on a journey whenever they want. They don't ask anyone's permission, you know, and that might frustrate some of you. Like, why does this person just seem like they just do whatever they want? But, you know, and it can feel frustrating, it can feel annoying, it can feel really challenging. It may not feel the best. I'll be 100% honest that some of you may not really like that energy. Ultimately, you know, they also do want to communicate a lot better with you as well, because the Magician is Mercury energy. This is about better communication. It's about better, you know, boundaries being respected in that sense. It's about willpower, saying how they truly think and how they feel, and just really not hiding anything away from you in that sense. So that, you know, that is something that we pick up as well. So it's just something to keep in mind. You've got Mercury, you've got Uranus energy here, you've got High Priestess with Pisces energy and the Moon energy, then you've got also the Empress with Venus energy. You've got a lot of planets here trying to make a bit of an impact and a bit of a statement, and I just feel overall with the High Priestess is that they really do like how wise and how kind you are. I definitely pick up on the fact that they feel that you're very empathic, like you have a lot of empathy, you're kind, you're caring, you are very knowledgeable, right? And I'm not just talking knowledgeable in regards to like book smart, I'm talking knowledgeable in the spiritual aspect of things, the family aspect of things, the emotional aspect of things. Like you're very understanding of sort of like how things work and how someone should truly be supported and how to be patient with a person not in a way to disempower yourself, but in a way to really empower the other person and also to empower yourself. So that's really what they feel, because they do feel like you are very empowering to yourself. You know, you're not someone that's like completely just, you know, a doormat in that sense. They do value you much more, and they don't believe that you're just, you know, a doormat, or that you're just sort of sitting there. In that sense, they do have a lot of respect towards you. But sometimes, you know, they just get a bit overwhelmed and a bit, you know, frustrated from time to time with their behaviour. That's something I see here. So they really want to change that. They feel left out, you know, especially if the two of you are not together. They feel left out. They feel just very, again, abandoned, left in the cold, frustrated, just unappreciated as well. Unappreciated. And I also see a really powerful energy here with the Six of Pentacles of them wanting to make that right. So again, the Five of Pentacles leads to the Six of Pentacles, which is about making things right from there perhaps being a bit of a break, especially if there was a breakup or there is space and distance and time between the two of you. This is about wanting to mend things. This is about wanting to be much more honest, much more balanced, much more mutual, and allowing that to flow through. The Nine of Pentacles here, they really see you as someone that is confident and strong in your own energy. I would say live in this energy, because the more you live in it, the more you are spiritually triggering them. And it's so true, isn't it? When you are doing your own thing, that's when people can be so much more attracted to your energy, and it can really be just so powerful, so strong, so potent. It can just be it can be a really nice thing, you know, and that is something that I definitely do pick up on, is that there's just this really powerful energy of I really do believe it's very, very powerful energy in regards to them realizing that you're very special, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, whether you're male or female, remember I read energies in tarot, not specifically genders, but I do feel that they do see you as someone that's very, very special. I don't think they've come across many people who are spiritually very smart or emotionally, you know, just really understanding in regards to certain aspects and elements. And I think that's also why they want to fix things with you and progress things with you and really make things work with you in regards to the long term. Okay, so when we have Pentacles, that's about the long term aspect. Are they slow? Yes. It's really obvious. It's painfully obvious, especially with the Pentacles. You know, they are slow. Pentacles slow down energies. However, Pentacles are very, very powerful, because it also represents the long term aspect of things. Even with the Empress, right? I mentioned Empress as a card about family and stability and the home. Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules two signs. One is Libra, and the other one's Taurus. Now, we all know, well, I'm not sure how much you know about Taurus, but Taurus is a fixed sign, right? So sometimes it can be stubborn. Taurus is one of the most stable signs, right, when it comes to love, commitment, and relationships. However, and this is the thing with all the signs, right? There's pros and there's some maybe not so pros. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, there are certain star signs that are bad or anything like that, you know, but the Taurus energy is slow, you know, and I think that that's something that comes through here also with the Pentacles, is that it is a slower energy to manifest. However, the pro of it is that it's a very strong energy to manifest. So the fact that you do have the Empress there, and the Empress actually rules over this energy of Taurus, is very potent and powerful for this reading. So the channeled message here is that they do have energy and they do have love towards you, but they also want to make things right. And ultimately, they really value your energy. They think that you're kind, caring, smart on an emotional, physical, mental, spiritual level. Nine of Pentacles, nobody compares to you. You're very wise. You've got the owl there. High Priestess is also about wisdom as well. It's powerful. Very, very powerful. Let's continue. Look at this. More Pentacles. More Pentacles. More and more Pentacles just keep coming out. Wow. Look at that. You won't believe this. You won't believe this. Eight of Pentacles, they know they need to put in so much more work, all right? That is a channeled message. That is a very significant channeled message. I need to put in so much more work. I need to be so much more consistent. I need to be so much more progressive. I know I need to. And that is a big message from them. Then you also have here the Four of Pentacles. You know, they feel bad sometimes about not doing much. And the Four of Pentacles is them also being quite slow to do things as well. However, the 4 to the 5 to the 6, you see, there is progression here. Also, you've got the 8 to the 9 of Pentacles. Again, progression. So they know they need to do more, and they know that they've got to do this. Will they do it? I feel so, because you've got a natural state of progression here and them wanting to be consistent. I think one of the biggest goals right now is to be consistent, because that's something that actually gives them a lot of pride and joy in other aspects and areas of their life. Can be career as well, because they're seeing results, you know, in another aspect of the life. I specifically see for many of them, it's their career, where they're starting to see the more consistent they are, the more they follow their heart, the better it's working out for them. So I think that's really interesting, is that it almost is like that area, and seeing how things progress in that area is making them realize so much more. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles here is about doing more. Initiation. Okay, Archways and Tarot represent initiation. This is about them wanting to commit to you, wanting to be more stable with you, wanting to build a home and a life with you. That is one thing that really comes through in their messages. They want to do that. They're just trying to progress through it and be less slow about things, because they're very slow. And they want to resolve things and be much more mutual. And then the two cards that came out right at the end, look at that. King and Queen of Swords. Wow. Just wow. You know, you got very strong throat chakra energy here. You've got very strong Mercury energy. This is about them wanting to align to your energies, but also respect you and be there towards you, be honest and communicative. And they know that they have the power in their hands to be so much more progressive towards you. And that's something they really want to do here as well. Oh, I like how we have the Ace of Pentacles here and there. That's what's coming. This is what's coming. Let me just take it. Okay, I'll leave it for you. You can have the Ace of Pentacles. I'll give it to you. I won't take it. Okay, so that's what we have there. King and Queen of Swords, counterparts, right? This energy of things being mutual and harmonious and working together, progressing together in that sense, and really coming together, I think is just so beautiful. So the channel messages here shows that they know that they need to put in more work. They know that they want things to continue. They want things to progress. Now, of course, you know, if the two of you are not in contact, they still want things to progress. They want to work on things. They want to progress with things. They want to communicate. They want to come forward, right? Start a new chapter with you. That's the kind of vibe I see, where they really do want to start a chapter or a new chapter with you and really progress things in a more solid direction. So we now go to charms and letters. Okay, so the letters can be initials. It can also be spelling out words. So let's see. E, X. Okay, it's interesting we have X. Now, you know, it very much so can be that this person is your ex. Now, if this person's not your ex, try not to get frustrated or worried. It can very much so be that, you know, there's something in regards to the past that has really just made them be very slow. It could be an ex-partner of theirs or an ex-situation that has really just been very difficult for them to digest, and that's why they're slow. They like to be slow. They like to take their time to make sure they're making the right decision, so that they're not rushing things and then they get heartbroken or really upset, you know, in the future. Or literally like the Five of Pentacles, you know, this energy of abandonment and frustration. Actually, that is that. Oh my gosh, wow, we got a lot of references to tarot, even here as well. So it's right there. It's right there. You can't actually see it properly. Go that way. There you go. We can see a little bit more. Yeah, you got a lot of references there with the church as well. So I think that that's really interesting, actually, in many ways, is that they really just don't want to be left out in the cold. They want to take their time. You know, I think this is in regards to an ex situation that occurred for them. Now we also have here P-I and we got E. Okay, so when I think of pie, and I know it's not spelled like that, but you know, got pi is in the food and pi is in the value, the numerical value. And it's interesting because they think you're very smart, but also pi is like, you know, they want a piece of you. They want a cut of that because they know that you are valuable and you're very special. You know, it's like people want a slice of the pie in like a financial term or, you know, things like that. And they really do see a lot of value in you. Okay, we also have here B, D, and also got bid as well. So they don't want to like fight over you. They don't want to do that. They actually do want you, from what I see here as well. You got an O, I, and E, W, and a J. Also got job, G-O-B, got if, yeah, you've got definitely some interesting words from what we see here. So yeah, that is something quite strong. So that's what we got there. Also interesting colours, especially if you represent it to the chakra. So we've got throat chakra energy, which we spoke about. You got and that's about communication. You got the heart chakra energy, feelings of love, because you have got that Venus Empress energy. You've got here solar plexus energy, which is to do with the beautiful energy of the sun, which is present in the Fool card as well, which is about really trusting and accepting their gut feelings and being at inner peace, making decisions that are much more suited for them and their personal growth. And also you've got here the root chakra energy, which is also known as the base chakra, which is about stability. So that's something that they really want in their life. They want to be stable, they want security, that's what they want to work towards with love. Let's go to the charms. Ooh, more chakras. Crown chakra, okay, with the purple. This, to me, represents essentially realization, enlightenment, and understanding. And I think they're going through a phase of that where they're really understanding themselves. Also, we might as well just talk about all the chakras here. I feel like we've covered every single chakra. Perhaps we haven't really covered the third eye. But to be honest, this again is to do with enlightenment and understanding themselves and being much more sure of themselves. You also have here the sacral chakra, which is to do with them being very physically attracted to you, and also it's to do with change and creativity and doing things maybe in a different way, because they're starting to realize that maybe I should approach this connection a little bit more of a different way, be a little bit more progressive in certain ways. Sorry, my arm's just got a bit red. I don't know what's happened to it, but sometimes it just does go like that. So just, yeah, and then I go like this and it gets more red. But okay, so we have got here a really cute animal. I see this as like values and tradition, which I think is quite significant. So that's kind of vibe that I'm getting in regards to this. So it's just something I thought I'd let you know. It's very cute though. It's like I think it's a llama or an alpaca. I can't really tell from the illustration exactly what the animal is, but it's very cute, very fuzzy. And I think that that's the kind of vibe they get when they see you or see a picture of you, is that they just feel very fuzzy in regards to you, and they just feel like, oh, like this is so nice, Then we have here an A, sorry, this is the A, A, I, and M, so I am, which I think is really interesting. I am, and then, I am with this really happy face, so I do feel like you make them very happy, which is interesting, but maybe they've run away from it, or try to distance themselves away, thinking it's too good to be true and things like that. See, they want to take control. That's what I see with this particular charm. It says here, my love is alive. So I don't feel like it's gone anywhere. I think that it really is burning within themselves. Some people sort of put on a mask. Some people hide it with ego and pride. And that's the thing that can also be quite challenging for certain connections, is that ego and pride can really sort of mask things. But I feel like they don't want to mask things anymore. They don't want to stay in that energy. They want to progress things and do so slowly, but at least do so in some way. And so that is what we have here for your reading, group number 2. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Charms, letters, sage, all available on my Etsy store, which is linked down below. Private paid readings, reading giveaway, everything is down below. And yeah, like I said, don't forget to subscribe and let me know how it resonates. And take care, everyone. And definitely do stay safe as well. Okay, so we're going to go now to the next reading. I'm going to take away these letters. Ooh, that was smooth. That was really smooth. Okay, so let's put these in here, and I put this here, and I take away the sage. A little bit of shedding. I love to keep these because they even the little pieces, they actually really smell very, very nice. Like if you put these in like a sort of breathable pouch and you store this, in an area where perhaps there's a bit of a smell, it can really just be very uplifting. And lavender is great for like sleeping as well. So nice. Anyways, so let us go to the last but never least group number 3. Okay, let me see how I'm going to grab this card. It's right at the back. Move this forward. Oops, I just like hit the camera with the sage. 1 second. There's like one that's just stuck on the bottom of the table. Okay. All right, group number 3. Let's have a look and see what we have. Okay, channeled messages from your person. So you have chosen this beautiful pink pile, which is which has got this absolutely stunning mix of dried flowers, lavender, and sage. So if anyone wanted to purchase this, you can head over to my Etsy store where it is there. It is handmade and it is safe to use. So that is, oh, it smells so nice, and it's completely natural as well. There's no like added things in there. So anyways, you also have this beautiful deck which we are going to be using. I believe this is called the Astro Soul deck. I could be mistaken, but it's called Soul something Tarot. Astro Soul Tarot? Soul Tarot? I haven't used it in a while, which is why I've forgotten the name of it as well, but I will try and figure it out. Okay, so channeled messages from your person, and then we're going to do a charm reading as well, so stay tuned for that, stay tuned for that. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. It's like that meme that I saw online. I think it was it John Travolta? It was just a meme where it was like... Okay, so you got the 8 of Wands here. Actually, let me just show you because you can't see it. First, there we go. Much better, right? It's beautiful, it's foiled. So, 8 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Oh, it's gone really dark now on the screen because of that. If I do that, okay, never mind. Ace of Pentacles, we just have to deal with a very dark screen because of that. Sometimes there we go, it lightened up a bit. Hierophant. Ooh, wow. I'm going to get all the cards out first, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get all the cards out first because I really want to. And you've got here the Page of Cups. Wow. Gosh, I'm feeling a really good energy with this. Queen of Swords. That's respect. Real respect. World, which is Saturn energy. It feels like velvet. These cards literally feel like velvet. I will say, if anyone doesn't like velvet, I mean, you know, they feel like matte but velvet. It's so bizarre. Okay, 4 of Wands. Wow. Wow. You've got here the 4 of Swords. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, 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 goodness. These cards are quite something, and I'm going to explain them right to you. Okay. Hermit. King of Cups. And the Sun. Could you guys imagine if I did not shuffle these live on camera? You'd be like, there's no way, Moonlight. There's no way all of those cards came out. Well, they did, and that's the beauty of tarot, is that, you know, these messages, I mean, when they come out like this, it's incredible. So in regards to channeled messages from your person, what I definitely see with the 8 of Wands is that this person wants to progress things with you. They want to take things further with you. They really would like things to progress with communication, with direction, with more openness, right? And so that is something we definitely see here with the 8 of Wands. There's this sense of really wanting things to move forward, right? And also we've got here the 7 of Cups, which is about their fantasies. This person fantasizes about you. They daydream about you. So randomly throughout the day, they are thinking about you, and they're thinking thoughts like, wow, you know, you're so attractive, so kind and so compassionate. Now, if there has been, because, you know, everyone's very different, and for some of you watching this, you may have been through a separation with this person, or you may be going through a really tough situation with this person, or they might not be acting the way that you would like them to be. energy. Or, for example, things could be really going very well for you. Whichever kind of a situation you're in, these are the messages coming through, right? So it's very open in that sense, because ultimately I see this resonating with a lot of people. The Eight of Wands, attraction, chemistry, they feel that sensual, passionate energy towards you. The Seven of Cups are their fantasies, okay? So they do have some fantasies in a very physical manner towards you, like sexual fantasies, and they definitely do daydream about you. They dream about you at night, and they just can't stop thinking about you from what I see. Now, the more energy you put towards yourself, the more they will fantasize and think about you. The more energy you put towards yourself, the more they may not, the more energy you put to them and you're thinking about them constantly, the more they, can sometimes perhaps not do as much as they would usually want to do. So it really does help you to focus more on yourself and do more for yourself, because that spiritually triggers them to do much more for you. So that's the Seven of Cups, okay? They really do fantasize about the future, and that's really interesting. They think so much more about the future and things like that. Oh my gosh, my nails look so like shiny on camera. They actually are, to be fair. It's literally just a nail polish, which is like the crazy thing. This is not like gel or anything expensive. It's literally just nail polish on my real natural nails. And if anyone did want to know what it is, it's Hollow Taco by Simply Nailogical, who's actually on YouTube as well. She does like nail videos and stuff like that. She has her own nail company, which is so cool. I love her stuff. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Anyways, I thought I'd just mention that because some people did ask in a previous video. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? The power of YouTube. Okay, so we got the Ace of Pentacles there, which really goes to show that they do want to progress things with you in regards to commitment and fulfillment and joy and taking things further in a much more stable way. You've also got the Hierophant, so again, you've got this sort of earth energy that's coming through. Hierophant is about commitment, stability, security, longevity, long-term, family, right? So, oh my gosh, these channeled messages are really showing that they want to progress things with you. They want to take things further with you. They really like your laugh. I see that with the Page of Cups. They like your humor. They like the kind of person you are. Now, I also feel that for some of you that are in a separation, they may have also now started to realize just how much you mean to them, which I know can sound unfortunate and kind of crazy because it's like really like now they learn that. But essentially, something has really triggered them where they just can't stop thinking about you. And this could also be because you're kind of just over it, or you're kind of just in a phase where you're like, you know what, I just don't like the fact that they have treated me like this, and I want to move on and I want to move forward, and I don't like what they did. And I think that thinking as well and that mentality of you wanting to move forward is actually what's triggering them to do this. Now, if you're sitting there and you're really sad and frustrated, it can be that they are also just realizing through lessons and karma and situations they've been through that actually, you know what they did towards you was completely wrong, and that's triggering them. Can also be that for some of you who have a person that you're thinking about, they could have gone through a very karmic situation which is triggering them, and they're realizing that actually you were so much better for them in the grand context of things. That's really triggering them as well. So Queen of Swords here is really about boundaries, it's really about acceptance, and the Queen of Swords is a very, very powerful energy in regards to respecting you. So they do want to respect you, and I feel like that's why they may also take things a little bit slow and sort of come to you and test the waters. Okay, Page of Cups here, channeled message. They will test the waters, and that means that they would take things a little bit slow in the connection with you. But also, for those of you that have known this person for a while, there may be something that they want to say in terms of a higher level of commitment. So again, they might just test the waters and take things a bit slow. I don't see them necessarily rushing things. Do they want to progress things? Yes, but rush things? No. Queen of Swords, right? Again, wanting to respect you. The World card here is about living together, which I think is really interesting. The world is ruled by Saturn. Saturn's all about there we go all about organization and structure, right? And so when we think of like a couple, what is the routine? It's essentially about living together, right? Being together or communicating with one another and being around each other and building a life together. That's something I see that they really want to do. They want to allow that aspect to come together for themselves. I'm really surprised that the World card isn't ruled by Earth. No card in tarot is actually really ruled by Earth apart from the pentacle energies, but it's not the planet that it's ruled by the Earth energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so bizarre. Like, there isn't a card in tarot that's ruled by the planet Earth. That's strange. Maybe because all the cards have, an influence of Earth. I don't know. Anyways, that's just something I thought of, like, the world. That's interesting, isn't it? Because when I think of the world, I also think of Earth. Anyways, it's about them making, home with you on this planet. I don't see that they want to take you to another planet, so, anyways, so we've got here Four of Wands, so Four of Wands, 11, 11. I feel like they're seeing a lot of repeating numbers, a lot of signs, synchronicities. We see that with Seven of Cups, okay, so daydreams, night dreams. Four of Wands is also about them wanting to build a home and a life with you. So a lot of energies of them wanting to build a home and live in a home with you, which I think is really interesting. And then also, Four of Swords is about rest. You bring them a lot of rest. You bring them a lot of peace. You're not someone that is so forceful or someone that's so overbearing or so rude. And I feel like they may have been through something in their life where they came across someone and they were like, oh my god, this person is so rude. Now, this could have happened before they met you, could have happened after they met you, but they have definitely realized just how good of a person you are. And I feel like they have like the fear of missing out now, where they don't want to miss out on you. So basically, you are creating the fear of missing out for them. And the Hermit here shows they are constantly thinking about you, okay? Overthinking is the vibe that I'm getting here, especially with the Seven of Cups, with the Four of Wands. Like, they are thinking about you constantly. And that is a big channeled message. Like, I can't stop thinking about you. I keep thinking about you. I want to be with you. I want to live with you. I want to be around you. I don't want to miss out on my energies. I want to rest with you. I want to build with you. I want to commit to you. You know, in many cases as well, I want to marry you. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Also, King of Cups, I want to be emotionally open about how I'm feeling. You know, I want to be progressive. I don't want to just, you know, sit on the corner and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know. No, they want to be certain. They want to be sure. Sun here is about being open, optimistic, fulfilling, progressive, you know, in regards to what they want to do. And I really do see here that they do want to progress with you. They do want to make things work. This is a really strong energy about growth and happiness and fulfillment and joy and positivity, because they are also saying here in a channeled message, like, you are so mature, you're so kind, you're so caring. I have not come across someone like you. You know, I want to progress with you. I want to make things work with you. There's a big trigger. Like, something has happened recently that is making them think this way. So then there's that. Okay, sometimes it can also be astrological events, because, you know, sometimes with birth charts as well, there can be a big shift astrologically that can also allow people to kind of shift their thinking. But it can also be life events, it can be karma, it can be a whole host of things that do this. So wow. Okay, if you feel like you've lost power, please don't think that. In fact, you've gained power, and the more you focus energy towards yourself, the more you're gaining power, because they get spiritually triggered in regards to you as well, because they can pick up just the fact that, you know, not as much energy is going to them. In fact, more of your energy is going to yourself. So actually that triggers them as well. Anywho, let's go to the charms and letters. So the letters can be initials. You can also spell out words. Let me know if you see any words that I don't mention or that I forget to mention. We have here, okay, well, I've got but, which I think is interesting. This isn't exactly how you spell but, as in, you know, the body part but but here. What I do see is that it spells out the word but. So it's kind of like you know, this is a very positive reading, but they're a little bit slow. Right? It's that but. It's that kind of but that we're seeing. Got a B, you've got an E, you've got bed. So isn't that interesting? Physical, intimate thoughts in regards to you, especially with the Four of Swords. This is about them resting. So when they're really resting and they're by themselves, not distracted by anyone or anything, they think about you so much. Again, those physical, intimate thoughts come to them in regards to you. Also, when they're sleeping, they're dreaming of you. So bed is very prominent here and dominant. We've got an I and we've got a J. Okay, so that's what we have there. Just looking at other. We've also got bet as well, which I think is interesting. It's interesting. Okay, let's go to charms and see what is coming through. I've got a shell. It's like them sort of, you know, the hermit is like them sort of being in their cave, right? And the shell is like them hiding behind the shell. But the shell is also about like them coming out of their shell too. So at some point they will come out of their shell. Got a little sleigh here as well. So it's like they are moving and they do want to progress with you, right? So it's like Santa's sleigh. Got the world here. Remember we were talking about the world and I was like, why? There's no card in tarot that has an earth energy. Trust me, I have researched tarot so much to the end of the planet. I can tell you that there's a lot that I've done in terms of my research, but I still have questions, okay? I still have questions. You got the world here. So, you know, the world can also represent traveling. They want to travel with you. They want to go places with you. I feel like they also come across like some amazing destinations and they think, wow, how would it be to go there with you? You know, and that's something I see here as well with the world. You've got here the bowl. So this is like cooking. So that's interesting. Cooking energy. Perhaps you cooked them something and you really enjoyed it. but some of you may not have tasted their cooking, but there's something about cooking, okay? Something about cooking, and then you've got here as well, yeah, look at this, you got the tray, like the cupcake trays or the baking trays. I know you can put other things in there apart from cupcakes, I'm very aware, but maybe there's something to do with baking that is coming through here, which I think is so interesting, and sweet foods like dessert. You're sweet, you're sweet, you're sweet. I think that's a message, you are sweet. Also, bun in the oven is like, you know, a term for like family and children and pregnancy. So it can be that they're thinking about like the future in that regards. You know, I'm just trying to think of like different things that are sort of coming to my mind, because I know many times I mention it and a lot of you are like, yeah, it resonates, you know, so perhaps it resonates with you. Then we've also got this beautiful jar with this sparkly crystal. So they know that you're special, okay? You're special. You have so many facets to you. I'm describing you like a diamond, but actually when you think about a diamond, strong, powerful, beautiful. Not everybody can afford a diamond, right? No. So they're rare, very rare. You're very rare. Then we also have here as well these, yeah, there we go. I had to turn it around. Got an angel here. So beautiful, so beautiful. It just goes to show how special, rare, and how much they're thinking, wow, you are literally like an angel that came into their life. So that is what we have here. So they also feel like there's a spiritual connection here as well, because you have got the Four of Wands with the angel energy too. So yeah, this is your reading. Now, if this resonated with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on Etsy. And definitely do take care, everyone. The charms and letters and also the sage is also available on my Etsy, so that's down below. Again, yeah, let me know if anything resonates with you, which I'm hoping it does, and I'm pretty sure it will. But also, yeah, you can also subscribe to my channel and like this video if you haven't already. And yeah, everything is listed down below, including private paid readings, reading giveaway, and of course all the intention items, like I mentioned a million times. But yeah, I hope to see you all very soon if you choose to come back, and take care, everyone. Bye!